It's Tuesday, October 8th, and this is Markets Daily, hosted by me, Jen Sanasie. On this show, we navigate the currents shaping the crypto market. So, whether you're an active investor or you're just fascinated by the crazy world that is crypto, this show is for you to help you understand what's happened, where we are, and where we're going. Today, everyone is talking about a new HBO documentary called Money Electric, the Bitcoin Mystery. It launches today and it claims to unveil the identity of Satoshi Nakamoto. Now, the documentary is directed by filmmaker Cullen Hoback, who made a name for himself unmasking the leader of the QAnon conspiracy theory. And while past efforts by investigative journalists have failed to find the true identity of Satoshi, the internet is going wild. Everyone is on the edge of their seats, waiting to see who's going to be named as the creator of Bitcoin. You've probably heard a ton of theories of who Satoshi Nakamoto could be. Some saying it could be the CIA, while others say Hal Finney, Nick Szabo, even Elon Musk has made the list. But today on this show, I want to explore another name, Len Sassaman. So, who is he, and why are so many convinced that he could be the mastermind behind Bitcoin? Let's get into it. Len Sassaman was a cryptographer, privacy advocate, and one of the quiet but influential figures in the early days of internet privacy and cryptography. He was born in 1980 and quickly became involved in the cypherpunk movement, a group that believed in using cryptography to protect personal freedom in the digital age. Now, he was a protege of several well known cryptographers and made significant contributions to online privacy. If you're familiar with PGP or Pretty Good Privacy, Len worked with its inventor, Phil Zimmerman. PGP became one of the most widely used encryption methods for secure communication, and Len's work in this space earned him a place among the top minds in cryptography. But what does all of this have to do with Satoshi Nakamoto? Now, there are several reasons why some believe Len Sassaman might be the real Satoshi. Let's talk about it. Timing. Len was deeply involved in cryptography and digital privacy during the same time that Bitcoin was developed. Satoshi's activity, the Bitcoin white paper, and early Bitcoin network developments happened between 2008 and 2010, which aligns with Len's most active years in the cypherpunk space. Let's talk about disappearance now. Satoshi Nakamoto famously disappeared from the internet in 2011, just as Len tragically passed away during the same year. Len's death was a major blow to the cryptography community. And could it be that Satoshi's disappearance was timed with Len's passing? Some think that this coincidence is just too large to ignore. Now let's talk about the cypherpunk connection. Bitcoin was built on ideals that Len held close: decentralization, privacy, and freedom from centralized authorities. He had access to the knowledge, community, and resources to create Bitcoin, and he wasn't the type to take credit for something world changing. Len was known for his humility and preference for working behind the scenes. His technical expertise could be one of the reasons why folks think that he might be Satoshi. He had a deep technical expertise in cryptography, especially in the field of anonymity networks. This aligns with the skills required to build Bitcoin. If we need a reminder, Bitcoin's not just a currency. I know we talk about it so much as a currency here on the show, but it's also a privacy solution, something Len was really passionate about. Hey everyone, did you know 52 million Americans own cryptocurrencies? That's not just a number, it's a movement: economic, social, and political. Decentralized finance, blockchain, and digital currencies are more than buzzwords, they are the future. This November, it's on us to show up and step up. We need to protect crypto to ensure it continues to fuel innovation and freedom for our families and businesses. Don't let this opportunity slip by. The future of crypto is on the line. Make your voice heard this November and pledge to vote now at standwithcrypto.org/pledge. Let's look at his writing style now. Some researchers have pointed out similarities between Len's writing style and Satoshi's. Both used British English, both communicated in highly technical terms, and both were extremely cautious about preserving their anonymity. Of course, there are counter arguments here. Many believe that Satoshi was a group of people, not just one individual. Others say that Hal Finney, another renowned cryptographer and early Bitcoin adopter, is a more likely candidate. And then there's the argument that Satoshi's deep knowledge of economics might be beyond Len's expertise. But as we know, privacy and cryptography were Len's lifeblood. He had all the skills needed to build Bitcoin, and his death adds a layer of mystery to Satoshi's disappearance. So, why does this matter to crypto markets and to all of us in 2024? The identity of Satoshi Nakamoto has always been more than a curiosity. I think I've even asked people on this show if they still wonder about who invented Bitcoin. It's a fundamental piece of Bitcoin's mythology. If we ever find out who Satoshi really is, it could have huge implications for Bitcoin and the crypto markets. For one, Satoshi is rumored to own over 1 million Bitcoin, which at today's price is worth billions of dollars. If that stash were ever moved or sold, it would shake the entire crypto market. But more than that, knowing the true identity of Bitcoin's creator could change how we view the project. If Satoshi were revealed as someone like Len, a figure who valued privacy and personal freedom above all else, it could further legitimize Bitcoin as a tool for financial independence. On the other hand, if Satoshi were a more controversial figure or even an organization, it could lead to skepticism and distrust. In the end, we may never know who Satoshi Nakamoto is, and maybe that's the point. Bitcoin was built to be decentralized, to exist beyond the control of any one person or entity. Len understood that deeply, and whether he was Satoshi or not, his influence on the world of cryptography and digital privacy is undeniable. If you are fascinated by this mystery, as I'm sure you can figure I am, I encourage you to keep exploring the world of crypto and the people who helped build it. That's it for Markets Daily today. Thank you so much for watching the show. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this podcast and other CoinDesk podcasts, subscribe to the CoinDesk Podcast Network. That is available on all podcast platforms if you prefer to watch. We are on YouTube. Subscribe, hit that thumbs up, do all that fun stuff. It is such a pleasure to take you on this journey with me to better understand the crypto markets. That's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow.